Try something new, something different. Free your imagination, your genius. And superstition? Make your own luck and make this guy wanna steal your look. Come on, shock the world, be the next, do something different. Sport needs you.
Today we're going to talk about the consideration that megatrends will play in potentially impacting sportswear in the future. We've identified two critical uncertainties: level of technology and level of free trade. We've analysed this in a matrix with 4 scenarios: acceptable in the 80s, the world is your runway, internet with borders, and Mad Max. Each of the 4 scenarios are designed to be a perspective for the possible future within the sportswear industry.
Acceptable in the 80s. This scenario is based upon a future where extremes of free trade and low technology are present. In such a world, sportswear is less prevalent in society, with outdated manufacturing processes causing corporations to be unable to match the demand of the exponentially growing population. Not only are they unable to produce enough product, but the depletion of resources has meant that inputs of production have become more and more expensive, leading to the prices increasing and as such becoming available to only the more affluent in society. As a result, many of the major sportswear corporations have exited the industry, and majority of the sportswear market is now second-hand and lacks any technological advancements.
The world is your runway. In 2037, political collaboration and global trade thrives, where sustainable sportswear is fashionable. Technologies have advanced radically and sportswear has become mainstream. The fashion landscape has changed dramatically due to sustainability emerging as a mega trend. In 2037, there is a greater emphasis on sustainable lifestyles, with consumers willing to pay extra for high-quality sustainable clothing items. Traditional practices involving harmful chemicals have been replaced with bio-based materials that reduce waste and resource consumption. In 2037, the sportswear industry caters to the need of all demographics. The world has grown older with the rise of aging population. Digital revolution has enabled the sportswear industry to integrate smart sensors into textile structure of the garment that can monitor health and fitness. With barriers on trade eliminated, large BRICS countries including Brazil, India, China and South Africa economies have become engines of global trade and economic growth.
A domino effect stemming from political pressure during what was dubbed the refugee crisis in 2017 has caused trade bans to be set in place and borders to now be closed for most nations worldwide. This ended most global multinational corporations, turning sportswear manufacturing for the most part to become localized. Artificial intelligence and robotics have altered the production landscape, allowing for cheap manufacturing and in turn competitive prices for consumers. However, this has had a negative impact on unemployment, as one of the core goals of raising trade barriers was to boost the domestic economy and produce more jobs. Nonetheless, sportswear is as big as ever as an apparel not only for athletes, but is becoming the new casual for everyday people too. With cultural barriers regarding appropriate attire diminishing, people are looking to sportswear with its enhanced technology within its materials, leading to efficiencies in comfort, health benefits, and longevity as a healthier, smarter option for everyday clothing.
Mad Max is a world with low levels of technological development in conjunction with restricted free trade and increasing national protectionism, in turn reducing any kind of development and the pursuit for society in becoming a post-industrial era with a focus on the survival of the fittest. Traditional methods are employed, seeing the rise of internal production and manufacturing across economies due to the impossibility of outsourcing. With a lack of access to international goods and cotton being the main source of material internally, substitutes need to be sought should a climate crisis occur. Companies need to look to the future, be prepared to adapt and invest now. Strategic planning can put the sportswear industry in a position to look to the future in order to counter any extreme scenarios. Adapting to change by embracing technological advancements and fostering innovation can only lead in a positive direction. Investing in strategic processes and implementing them is the key to provide long-term growth and sustainability.